What's going on, guys? So in this video, we're gonna learn how to do a kettlebell clean right here. And most importantly, we're gonna learn how to do that clean without bashing our wrists or our forearms. This is a problem a lot of people have when doing things like cleans and snatches, okay? For me, that is goal number one, is to make sure you are not hitting your forearms, you're hitting your wrists. It's uncomfortable, it's annoying, it's something you wanna be dealing with a lot, okay? So that's what we're gonna be going over. That is the main thing I want you to take away from this video. So with that being said, we're gonna get into our routine. In a perfect world, you would be doing this with me, okay? So I'm gonna take you through some progressions. So if you have a kettlebell nearby, I want you to go ahead and grab that kettlebell and follow along with me, all right? If you don't have one, then that is totally fine. I still want you to watch this video, take some mental notes, and then when you do have a kettlebell nearby, I want you to come back to this video and follow along with the routine, actually going through it with me slowly and making sure all of the progressions are getting seeped into your brain while you're actually doing them is a huge help, okay? Now, first things first, we're gonna talk quickly about two different cleans. So the first one is a dead clean, which means the kettlebell just starts on the ground. I clean up to my shoulder, back down, reset on the ground, and up, okay? The other clean that you can do is just a regular clean or a swinging clean. So it's here, we swing between our legs, and we're up to the shoulder, like so, all right? Now we're going to go over both, but we're gonna start and learn using the dead clean, all right? Less moving parts tends to make things a little bit easier to learn. So the swing has some things, you know, the kettlebell being far out in front, more moving pieces makes it a little bit more difficult. Now, you can do a little bit more weight with the swinging clean once you get the technique down, but in terms of technique purposes, a dead clean is gonna be a little bit easier, so we will start that, but we will touch on swinging cleans later in the video, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna talk about is our setup. You will be in the same stance you would be if you're doing a kettlebell swing, okay? Feet just about hip width apart. We're gonna grab this kettlebell and we're gonna get it right in between our legs, right? If you are not wearing, or if you're wearing shoes, imagine the handle is lined up with your shoelaces. Now, I'm gonna be using my right hand for this. So I'm gonna be cueing that way. So what I like to do is I'm going to tilt or turn this kettlebell so when I'm holding it and sticking my thumb out, my thumb is pointed towards my left heel. So tilting the kettlebell just a little bit, right thumb as I hold it and stick it out, pointed towards my left heel, okay? That's gonna just initiate a little bit of a turn, which you'll see makes a big difference, okay? The first thing we're going to do is just a row, okay? So all I'm gonna do, our first movement is this. In this bent over position, row up, back down. Row up, back down, reset on the floor. As you will see, my hands are turning. And when I row at the top, my hand is turned in, palm is facing inside my body, all right? We're gonna do 5 reps on my count. Make sure that elbow is nice and locked in, okay? Here we go, 5 reps on my count. 3, 2, 1, and 1. Back down. Make sure that thumb is pointed towards that heel. 2, back down. 3, back down. 4, back down. 1 more. 5, and back down, all right? Now, real quick, you don't actually have to stick your thumb out. That's just a cue and teaching tool I like to use. When you're actually doing these, you can go ahead and wrap your thumb around the bell, okay? So that's the first movement, is that single arm row. The next thing we're gonna do is an assisted gunslinger. So what's that gonna look like? We're gonna do our row. I'm then gonna take my other hand, get it underneath the kettlebell, and I'm gonna stand up and end in this position right here. So it kind of looks like I just pulled a gun out of a holster and I'm ready to shoot at my hip, okay? So again, row, hand comes under the kettlebell, and then I stand up. We're gonna go right at that speed. From the side, it looks like this. Row, other hand comes up. This elbow is locked in nice and tight. My kettlebell's not pointed towards the ceiling. It's pointed straight forward. 1 more time. Stand up tall, squeeze the butt at the top, okay? We're gonna do 5 reps of an assisted gunslinger on my count. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Row, other hand comes in, stand tall, and reverse it on the way back down. Row, other hand comes in, stand tall, squeeze the butt, and reverse on the way back down. That's 2, 3 more. Row, other hand comes in, stand tall, and back down. 2 more. Row, other hand comes in, stand tall, reverse, back down, last rep, row. Other hand comes in, stand tall, and reverse, back down. Perfect, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is an actual gunslinger. So we're gonna put those two together and move at a little bit of a quicker speed. So it's gonna look like this. Keep this other hand nearby, okay? So I'm going to extend up and come right here, okay? Bottom of the kettlebell is pointed at you guys. My elbow is nice and locked in. I have a nice straight line from my elbow to my wrist. I'm now holding like this, right here. So one more time here. And back down. And that'll be our gunslinger, okay? 5 reps on my count, all right? With our lower body, I really want you guys to imagine you were squeezing your butt cheeks and standing tall. Same thing you do when you're doing a kettlebell swing, right? So here we go. 5 gunslingers on my count. I will say a rep number, so I'll say 1, we'll go to the top and then reverse it back down, all right? Here we go. Ready? And 1. Good, back down. 2. And back down, good. 3. Good, back down. 4. Back down. And 5. Perfect, okay? So now we're gonna do a gunslinger with an assisted clean, okay? So the assisted clean meaning we're kind of doing the clean, but the other hand's just coming in to help. So this is what it's gonna look like. We're gonna do our gunslinger. Hold for a second here, and then we go into this clean position, and this other hand can just guide the kettlebell. So again, I'm here. And we're just like that. From the side, it'll look like this. Okay, now one thing I want you to take note of is I'm not in this assisted position, just flipping the kettlebell over my hand. Okay, watch what happens to my hand. The kettlebell kind of goes underneath my wrist and I catch it there. So I'm here. Nice smooth transition like that, and I'm not doing this thing. Flipping it over, okay? It goes around the wrist, all right? 5 reps on my count, gunslinger, assisted clean, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, and gunslinger. Get that assisted clean in. Perfect. Back down. Gunslinger, assisted clean. Good. 3 more. Gunslinger and assisted clean. Perfect. 2 more. Gunslinger, assisted clean. 1 more. Gunslinger and assisted clean. Back down. Perfect. All right. If you were still struggling with throwing that kettlebell and bashing the wrist, it is a much smoother movement than you might think here. Do it as slow as you need to make sure you're not banging that wrist, okay? Now, we're going to put those 2 movements together a little quicker into 1 movement and just do an assisted clean. So, we're gonna get in our setup again. Remember, tilted that kettlebell handle just a little bit. I'm gonna keep my other hand close by, and my assisted clean is gonna look like this. Just like that. All right. Perfect. Just like that, we're gonna do 5 reps. But before we do that, a couple things to talk about. Something that tends to happen with cleans. 2 things I see a lot. 1, people are squeezing the crap out of the kettlebell. When you hold the kettlebell too tight, what ends up happening is if I'm holding it as tight as I can, it's gonna rotate no matter what. Let it rotate in your hand, okay? Let it flow. The only way to do that is with a fairly relaxed grip, okay? The other thing I see is people pulling way too hard. This is a 35-pound kettlebell. Hopefully you have something pretty light. You should have a weight that if I told you to throw it to the ceiling, you could. So if we're just bringing it to our shoulder, I don't need to do this thing. All right, pulling way too hard. I'm just bringing it from the floor to my shoulder, okay? So don't pull too hard. Relax your grip and don't pull too hard, okay? Assisted clean, so one more time, it'll look like this. Other hand comes in and gets us right around there for that assisted clean, okay? So 5 reps on my count. Here we go, ready? And go. Good. Back down. Go. That's 2. Keep the other hand close by. And 3. Good. Again. 4. 1 more. 5. Back down. Good, all right? Hopefully you weren't bashing your wrist too much there and those other cues helped you out. Relax the grip, don't pull too hard. This last one is just gonna be our clean, okay? That's it. We're gonna go right into it. Now this other hand is off to the side and it's not helping you out, but hopefully it wasn't helping you out too much on that last set, and now taking it away isn't gonna be too big of a deal for you, okay? So assisted cleans, or sorry, not assisted cleans, regular cleans, okay? We're doing 5 reps on my count. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1. Good, back down. 2, back down. 3, back down. 4, back down. 1 more. 5. Perfect, all right? Hopefully we're not bashing your wrist. If there is a little bit, look, at the end of the day, it still may be a new exercise for you, something you're getting used to. Not gonna be perfect right out of the gate, all right? So make sure you're practicing. It will click for you eventually, and you will be feeling just fine with those cleans, okay? Now, that was our dead clean, okay? We're not gonna do our other side, all right? If you do wanna run through your other side, you can go ahead and do that. But what we're gonna do now is go into our swinging clean. So the same concept applies, right? I'm getting a little bit of a turn. I'm pulling my elbow back, okay? Remember that gunslinger that we did, all right? And then letting that kettlebell just rotate around my wrist and forearm. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do we're gonna go right into the gunslinger, okay? So what it's gonna look like is this, as I'm swinging, okay? I get a single arm swing, I'm going to pull right into that gunslinger. I'm gonna push it out just a little bit. Gunslinger. Gunslinger right there, like we were just doing, okay? This is to teach you that you're still kind of pulling the kettlebell into you. It's not a big swinging motion out in front of you, okay? Now, I'm gonna get a little inappropriate again. If you've seen my kettlebell swing video, you know what I'm expecting, or you know what I'm gonna be saying in terms of inappropriateness, because those types of cues work. So we want that turn. That turn is gonna be a very big help when it comes to doing those cleans. So what I want you to do is imagine when you were swinging, you're gonna stick your thumb in your butt, and then you're gonna go into the clean. This is gonna help initiate that turn, which makes a really big difference in not bashing our wrist. So like this, okay? I'm going to stick my thumb in my butt, gunslinger. Stick your thumb in your butt, gunslinger. Kind of push it back out, thumb in the butt, gunslinger. We're gonna do 5 reps just like that, okay? That's what it's gonna be looking like on my count, all right? Ready? Kettlebell should be out in front of you. You're gonna shoot it behind you to initiate, and immediately put that thumb in your butt. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say a lot, but I promise you it works, okay? So here we go, 3, 2, 1, thumb in the butt, gunslinger. Hold here for a sec. Good, this is where I want you. Push it back out, thumb in the butt, 2, thumb in the butt, 3, thumb in the butt, 4, thumb in the butt, 5, and drop. Sorry, I'm saying thumb in the butt so much, but it works, okay? So now we're gonna do the same thing, but just into our assisted clean, okay? So not holding the gunslinger and then going into the assisted clean, just straight into it. So it's gonna look like this, okay? Kettlebell's out in front, I'm gonna go right here. Okay, let it swing between the legs. Hold right there. Swing between the legs. And the other hand's helping out, okay? 5 reps of this on my count. Here we go, kettlebell's out in front. Shoot it between your legs, 4. First rep, 1, assisted clean. Swing again, 2. Swing again, 3. Swing again, 4. Swing again, 5. And good, put it down. That's it, not too bad, all right? Now we're gonna go into our full clean, okay? Without the other hand. You might be able to see now that the swinging clean is a little bit more complex, okay? More moving pieces, made things a little bit tougher. But just keep practicing it and I promise it'll be great, okay? Last set, 5 reps of just a regular swinging clean. You guys be good to go, all right? Ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot that bell behind you. 1, good. Back down, 2. Back down, 3. Back down, 4. Back down, 5. Put it back down onto the ground. And that is it, all right? That is all I got for you guys on the clean today. I know that was a lot of information. I really hope that it worked and it helped you. Main thing to think about with the cleans is making sure you're getting this rotation in there. That turn helps, okay? So remember your row, your gunslinger, your assisted clean. Remember those steps, right? Remember to relax your grip and not pull as hard as you can, right? And when you're doing swings, stick that thumb in the butt. It works. I can't stop saying it, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope this helped out. Go enjoy those cleans.